Hello, Velvet.
Yes?
I need your help. I need your help. I need your help.
Hey Loyalty Squad, this is the Velvet Locks back again in the kitchen with another video. Now this video is going to be a lot different than what you're normally used to seeing on this channel. Like I mentioned before, it's time for us to start getting ready and prepare for the times that we're living in now. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to turn all of this into Welcome Loyalty Squad, it's your girl back in the kitchen again with another awesome video. I've been trying to bring this video to you for a while now regarding regrowing your vegetables and fruit just by purchasing things from the supermarket and regrowing it just from that, alright? I've been telling you, I've been wanting to show you how to regrow a pineapple. You can have pineapples in your home, you can grow your own pineapples and eat that fruit. Well, what I've done was I started a few of my pineapple plants, but I'm going to show you step by step on how to get yours started. And it does take a while before you start to see the fruit. Alright, it takes like maybe 6 months or so for the plant to mature and start producing fruit. So you're not going to see pineapples right away. But if you're trying to have a nice selection of pineapples, you may want to start a few of these, because I don't exactly know how much one top will actually bear. But if you have a few of them in your home, you can have a nice little selection, freeze them, chop them up, and still have some pineapples throughout the off seasons. This one's been sitting around for a little bit. I don't recommend you keep your pineapples sitting outside of the refrigerator. Now this was actually all green, thoroughly green. There's nothing wrong with the way it looks now, because you can still grow your pineapples just even from this top. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so you have your pineapple top. And what you're going to do is basically twist your top off. Now you have the stalk of the pineapple. Don't worry about the brownness of it, that's okay. So what you're going to do now to prepare your pineapple is carefully take off these little leaves, and you got to be careful because there might be some roots underneath it already starting, so you don't want to disturb the roots. The last one that I did had roots. They were dried, but then when I put them in the water, they started springing up and the plant actually started taking off. So this is what you're going to do, and that's to remove all of these lower leaves. See, right in here has some roots. They're a little dried up because, like I said, I kept this out too long waiting to do this video. Okay, what you're going to do once you get to this point where you've taken off some of the pines or the leaves, what you're going to do next is get yourself a nice cup. Okay, you can get a plastic cup, a nice little mason jar. So you're going to put it in a glass of water, and you're going to put it at a nice sunny area, a nice window, an area that gets a lot of sunlight. And don't worry about the brown leaves. You can actually cut some of them down if you want to, just to make it look a little better. This plant is going to start to sprout roots, and it's going to start to sprout more of these pines. Let me show you what I've started already. Okay, look at the roots. It's going to take a little while for the roots to actually start growing. You're going to start to develop more of a plant. Now, as you can see, it looks like weird, but don't worry about it, because these roots are going to produce outside pineapples, its own little pineapples. Now this one is actually ready to go into the earth, which I'm going to plant this one as well. But let me show you what I've planted so far. Okay, this is my little plant that I've started, And as you can see, it doesn't even look the same like this pineapple top. It started growing its own outside of the head. So now, and look at this one. So what I'm gonna do with this, I want to pull some of these dead leaves off. This one is ready for repotting. But let me show you some other ones that I started. This is another one that I started, and I put it outside so that it can get some really good sunlight. And it's really taken off nicely. Excuse the other little plants you see. I have used the same pot that I had some other plants in there, and it seems like now they're trying to grow when they died out on me. But this one I'm only keeping in here for a minute until it starts to take off, and then I'm going to repot them again. But yes, you can regrow pineapples. This one's been doing wonderful outside. And like I said, this one used to look like that. And as it started growing, like see right now, I can actually pick off, I can actually pick off the ones that are dried up. And I'll probably have to repot this one because it's forming its own little thing right now. Okay, now I do have my pot here that I want to use. And what I'm going to do is just turn the soil a little bit. Okay, and just basically see what this one is doing. I don't want to disturb the roots that's growing underneath, so we'll carefully pull it up. See all that's happening underneath here. And see what I said, it grew outside of the base of the pineapple plant. See, it's already starting another one. So I just want to replant this one, so this way it's actually you know, taking off and growing a little bit more sturdier. Yeah, so that same pineapple base is where they're going to pop out of, and it only has a few roots, so it's really doing a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just prune this off. Okay, so I transferred it into a bigger pot, which is what I wanted to do. And now I'm going to plant the one that I just showed you that has all the roots. I'm going to put it in the same pot. Okay. And this is so easy. Such an easy project. So for those of you who have a green thumb and you like these wonderful plants, because this one's going to grow nice and wide in its little pot, so eventually you may have to transfer it into another pot depending on the size that it gets. But you can actually have pineapples growing in your home. You can keep them in the living room, get a nice little grow lamp, or if you have a nice sunny area that you can put it at. And what I'm going to do is just prune these tips off, these brown tips. And just know that the dead ones will fall off, but when it's finished growing, you're going to have a whole new plant. Because this right here is a whole new plant. This sprouted directly from the side of the base of the pineapple. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the water from that and just water my soil. And that's it, y'all. That's how you grow your own pineapples. And like I mentioned, I've already started this one and it's growing nicely. It came completely out of the plant itself, and I did this one just now because the roots was ready for planting in the pot. So most likely this one's also going to produce its own pineapple plants. And when you see them sprouting outside of the plant, yeah, you can actually take off the dead leaves, repot them, and they'll be able to have room and space to grow. And this one was the one that I had outside that I started, and these are doing really well. The spikes are strong and sturdy, okay, and they're outside getting lots of sunlight, being that it's nice and sunny out there now, and they're getting great sunlight. So I'm gonna put both of them outside actually. And the one that I just did today, okay, I'm going to just prune this down a little bit and stick this at my window. Excuse all of that noise, so it doesn't look so dry. Like I said, it was so beautifully green when I bought it, and I've just been waiting to do this video, and in the process my poor spikes have started to fade and wither. But it's okay because now they have roots and it can actually grow its own pineapple tree. I may have to, yeah, let me put it in this one. This one's a lot easier. Yeah. And you just need a little bit of water, just enough for the bottom part of it to sit in the water. And within a couple of weeks or so, you're going to start to see the roots forming down at the bottom. And the second you start seeing roots and you have enough roots, you can just automatically start planting that into your pots. Now, if you've gotten a nice ripe green top, you may see some roots. You may see some roots. So what you can do at that point is maybe put it in some water, stick it in a nice sunny window, and grow a little bit more roots, or you can actually start potting it right away. All right, so this one I'm going to place at my little window and wait for it to form some roots, while these I'm going to re-put outside and let it get some nice sunlight. Okay, so that's it, y'all. It's so simple, it's so easy, and I can't wait to see my pineapples forming. Like I said, it's going to take some time, and I guess you fertilize it as needed. I got a wonderful fertilizer recipe that I want to show you in another video, but I'm going to show you some other things that I've started, regular plants and stuff that I use from my fruits and vegetables. So stay tuned for that video. All right, now this is for beginners because I'm not an expert at this, so bear with me. Your girl is still learning, and yeah, all right. So y'all, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again in the next video. Are you ready to start your weight loss journey? Because I want to show you how to kickstart that new you body fast. I have this wonderful detox tonic that will have you feeling and looking better in the skin that you're in. And it's the popular Firm and Flat Belly Detox and Energizer Tonic. This tonic will help you to lose inches, cleanse your blood, burn unwanted body fat. This will also flatten your stomach, remove waste, boost your metabolism, and strengthen your colon. This tonic is powerful, and within 4 to 6 hours after taking it, you will definitely have to go. You're going to have a huge bowel movement followed by several more throughout the day. This tonic will remove all of that excess waste stored in your colon, which will have you feeling better with more energy. You can drink 2 to 4 tablespoons in the evening before bed, and by the morning, you are going to have to go. All right? You're going to be going to the bathroom. So you repeat taking this straight for 1 week, and then after that, every other evening to continue removing that toxic waste from your body. Of course, you should eat and drink healthy light meals as well as do some exercise for maximum results. Feel and look better in no time. The Firm and Flat Belly Detox Tonic can be found down below in the eBay store. So hurry and get your bottle while supplies last.